Hello, welcome to our channel, Teacher Alexis. Today, we have a very important lesson. Today, let's talk about past continuous versus simple past. So guys, let's share my screen so you can watch this activity with me. Pay attention. Hoy vamos a hablar acerca del pasado continuo versus el pasado simple. So, let's start with this class, guys. Let's start together. Let's explain. As you can see here, we have two pictures. What happened in the picture one? What do you see? Excellent. You see somebody is working out. Okay. And what happened? In the second picture, what do you see? Well, somebody watching his cell phone. Okay? That's it. Now, guys, let's listen this expression. While I was working out, it's calculate how many calories I'm born. Mientras estaba ejercitándome, esta calculó cuántas calorías quemé. Now, question number one. What was the activity number one? Yes. The activity number one was while I was working out. And what was the second activity that interrupted number one? Excellent. It's calculated how many calories I'm born. Okay, guys. The first expression is the past continuous, and the second is simple past. As you can see here, we can say that the past continuous describes an ongoing action in the past, but the simple past is a shorter completed action. It takes place at one's moment and interrupt the ongoing action. As you can see here, guys, we have two tenses. Number one, the past continuous, and number two, the simple past. Now, let's practice this. Past continuous versus simple past. Use the past continuous for an ongoing action in the past. Use the simple past for an event that interrupts that action. For example, here in my screen, I have two tenses, past continuous, simple past. Number one, while I was working out, it's calculate how many calories I burned. While I was working out, it's calculate how many calories I burned. Very good. Now let's go to the second one. As scientists were doing research, they discovered that women need more sleep than men. Number three, a man was looking at his cat when he found a suspicious package inside a trash can. Very easy, guys. Very, 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 very easy. Now, let's continue with the second part, guys. Let's continue with the second part here. Let's explain now the use of as, when, or while using past continuous versus simple past. Number one, as, when, and while are conjunctions. In some uses, they can mean the same, but they can also have a slightly different meaning. We use them to introduce subordinated dependent clauses. We can use as, when, and while to mean during the time that, to connect to event happening at the same time. For example, another coach load of people arrived as we were leaving. We can say that another bus with people arrived as we were leaving. We often use them in the past continuous to refer to background events, talking about as, when, or while. For example, when the men were out working in the field, I helped with milking the cows, feeding the calves, and the pigs. Okay? That's it. And while he was working, he often listened to music. Okay, guys? Now, that is the use of as, when, or while. But let's explain a little more about this. When we put clauses with as, when, and while before or after the main clause, when they come before the main clause, we use a comma. For example, as we was leaving the courts, so as it's at the beginning here, as you can see here, you put a comma. A crowd of photographers gather around her. So when we start with as, when, or why at the beginning, so we put a comma. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the next one. Stephen was very unhappy when things weren't going well for him. As you can see here, when it's in the middle, you don't need to use a comma. Lucy came into the room while he was waiting. As you can see here, while is in the middle, so you don't use a comma. But if you were at the beginning, so you use a comma. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Explain another part. We can use as to introduce two events happening at the same time. After as, we can use a simple or a continuous form of the verb. The continuous form emphasizes an action that interrupts or occurs during the progress of another action. As she walked to the door, she thanked them for a lovely dinner. Okay? As they were signing the contracts, they noticed that a page was missing. Can you see that, guys? So we start with this, and then we have to put a comma. Okay, very good. So let's go to the next one. We can use when to introduce a single completed event that takes place in the middle of a longer activity or event. In these cases, we usually use a continuous verb in the main clause to describe the background event. Pay attention. He was walking back to his flat when he heard an explosion. Flat in this case is apartment. Okay, he was walking back to his apartment when he heard an explosion. Boom. Okay, excellent. Next one. Depending on the context, when can mean after or at the same time. Okay. For example, when you open the file, check the second page. So when you do that, after do this. Okay. Or when meaning is after in this case. Very good. But I eat ice cream when I am on holiday. What does mean that? When means at the same time. So when it's holiday, I eat an ice cream. Okay? Well, now guys, let's see some examples to put in practice if you can see the difference between simple past or past continuous. So complete the story using the past continuous simple past form of the verb. Now, number one, bad memory, bad luck. I like this story. Marcia Murphy. You can pause the video and try to complete that, and then come with me to check your understanding of the activity. Okay, you can pause the video. Now, let's complete it. Okay. Marcy Murphy, what is that? Donated her old pants to a thrift shop. As she excellent, was walking home, she remembered she left $20 in her pants pocket. As you can see here, was walking is an ongoing action she was doing, and remember and left interrupt that action. Okay? It's the simple past. Let's go to the second one. Good intention, bad interpretation. Okay? Good intention, bad interpretation. Jason Clark, was walking home one day when he, what do you think? He saw, very good, a little puppy crying on the sidewalk. So he stopped to help. As he was picking him up, a woman came from nowhere screaming, "Stop that guy! He's trying to steal my puppy!" Jason ended up spending 3 hours at the police station. Wow. bad interpretation, good intention. Okay, guys, let's go to the number 3. A bad ride, a bad fall. On her birthday last year, Diane Latson, was driving to work when she had a bad accident. This year, just to be safe, she decided to stay home on her birthday. Unfortunately, that night, while she was sleeping in her apartment, the floor of her living room collapsed and she fell into her neighbor's apartment. What a bad luck. Wow. A bad ride, a bad fall. Well, guys, I suppose that this can help you to understand the difference between simple past and present perfect. Okay? Simple past, simple past versus past continuous versus simple past. If you like the video, just click to the bottom and subscribe to my channel so we can be helping you understanding this grammar for this unit. Have a good day. Teacher Leslie will be here. Bye-bye.